Hello dear students and welcome to Civil Staff. So guys, we are back with another session for UPSC Prelims for the year 2021. So guys, if you can see me and if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up in the chat box. And guys, I wish and I hope all of you are doing well, all of you are safe and your preparations are on track. So hello Nava, how are you? Hello Amya, hello Chandan, hello Stanzan. Yeah, hopefully it's a pleasant noon for everyone. Same to you, Stanzan. So guys, how are your preparations going? I mean, do you feel that you're prepared for CSAT? You think you've practiced enough and you feel really confident about the CSAT paper 2 part? Guys, let's make it an interactive session today, and we will also discuss the passage that I gave you as a homework last week. Right? So guys, quickly you can answer my question. Yes, do you feel that you've practiced enough? Guys, if you haven't, very good, Vaishnavi, very well done. And guys, if you still feel that you require a bit more practice, a bit more insight into this particular paper, we've launched UPSC Prelims CSAT course, which includes all the recorded video lectures as well as practice sessions, PDFs, downloadable PDFs for quantitative aptitude, for reasoning ability, as well as for English language. And you can use this code CSAT 30 in capitals to avail yourself of this opportunity. So guys, if you wish to avail, if you want to prepare well, in this course, we have covered all the previous year questions of the last 11 years up till when CSAT started. So, Jai Hind, Shubham, how are you? So guys, are you ready? Shall we begin with the session? So guys, this was the homework passage, and let's try to answer this passage, right? So we had to find which of the following is the most rational, logical, and crucial message conveyed by the passage. So the passage goes like this. A majority of the TB infected in India are poor and lack sufficient nutrition, suitable housing, and have little understanding of prevention. So basically, a majority of TB infected people in India are poor and they lack sufficient nutrition, suitable housing, and have little understanding of prevention. TB then devastates families, makes poorer, particularly affects women and children, and leads to ostracization and loss of employment. The truth is that even if TB does not kill them, hunger and poverty will. Another truth is that deep-seated stigma, lack of counseling, expensive treatment, and lack of adequate support from the providers and family, coupled with torturous side effects, demotivate patients to continue treatment with disastrous health consequences. So he's telling the poor of Indians and how they have to fight this particular disease of TB. Thank you, Stanzin. Thank you so much. So guys, what should be the answer for this question? Which is the TB is not a curable disease in Indian circumstances. Now this takes it to an extreme level, right? And we know what to do with extreme options, right? Second option is curing TB requires more than diagnosis and, right? Fair enough. Government's surveillance mechanism extreme. Now the choice was between B and C. Government surveillance mechanism is deficient and poor people have no access to treatment. Is that the truth, Gurjar King? Shubham, D? Only poverty elevation programs will lead to eradication of these diseases. Is that what you believe, Shubham? Vaishnavi says B. Very good, Stanzin. And B is the correct answer, guys. So what he's trying to convey here is, guys, you have to read between the lines. What is the message conveyed in this passage? They're saying that majority of TB patients are poor and they lack sufficient nutrition, number one, suitable housing, and they have little understanding of prevention. So this is not just about medical treatment and diagnosis. It is about it is about many more factors that come into play. So TB then devastates the family, and it leads to loss of employment. And if it leads to loss of employment, then it leads to hunger and poverty. So this deep-seated stigma, lack of counseling, expensive treatment, and lack of adequate support from providers and family, coupled with torturous side effects, demotivate patients to continue treatment with disastrous health consequences. So it means curing TB requires more than diagnosis and medical treatment. And that is the correct answer, guys. So these are the passages from the previous year questions. Good afternoon, Arpana. Welcome to the session. All right, guys. So let's begin with some new passages from the year 2000, I think 13 or 14. So let's read the passages and let's try to solve it. Right. So this is the passage number 1 in front of. Right, Shivam. Very well done. All right, guys. So the question is, the passage seems to argue. So what does the passage seems to argue in this particular comprehension? Let's go through it, guys. The interests of working and poor people have historically been neglected in the planning of our cities. Our cities are increasingly intolerant, unsafe, and unlivable places for large numbers of citizens, and yet we continue to plan via the old ways. The static development plan that draws exclusively from technical expertise, distanced from people's life experiences and needs, and actively excluding large number of people, places, activities, and practices that are an integral part of the city. So basically, the passage conveys is that the planning of our cities is still quite old. We plan our cities in the way we used to do, but it should not be done because it excludes people's life experiences, needs, and seems to argue against the monopoly of builders and the interests of elite groups, okay, against the need for global and smart cities, okay, in favor of planning cities mainly for working class, or in favor of participation of people's groups in city planning. I think we can eliminate option number A and B. They are contradictory. It doesn't talk about the monopoly of builders. It doesn't talk against the need for global smart cities. Right. Is it okay now, guys? All right. So what do you say? Harsh D. Vaishnavi says C. Stanzen D. Harsh. Okay, Harsh says it's buffering. Alpana says D. Mahesh D. In favor of planning cities mainly for working class and poor people. This is the word from which you can eliminate option number C, guys. Although it talks about interests of working and poor people have been historically neglected in the planning of our cities, but the point was that it draws exclusively from technical expertise, distance from people's life experiences and needs, and actively excluding large number of people, places, activities, and practices. This basically means the planning should be based on the experiences of the people, the needs, and the requirement of the planning of the city, right? But it should not be planned mainly for working class or poor people. It should include people's participation in the city's planning. That's what the passage argues. So the correct option here was option number D, guys. Correct? So in favor of participation of people's groups in city planning. Very good, Vaishnavi. Very critical analysis. Good job. Very good, Gurjar. Very good, Shubham. Very good, Mahesh. Very good, Alpana. Very good, Stanzin. Harsh. Very good, Vaishnavi. Is it clear now? Very good. All right. Let's move to passage number 2, guys. Let's read the passage and let's try to. The passage seems to imply. So we have to see what does the passage implies, right? All right. Let's read the passage, guys. A vast majority of Indians are poor, with barely 10% employed in the organized sector. So you guys, I hope you know what organized sector and unorganized sector is. Organized sector is which comes into the gamut of people who work in, who pay their taxes and who work on a salary, fixed salary. But a vast majority of Indians are poor, and barely 10% of that majority are employed in organized sector. We are being convinced that vigorous economic growth is generating substantial employment, but this is not so. When our economy was growing at 3% per year, employment in the organized sector was growing at 2% per year. As the economy began to grow at 7 to 8% per year, the rate of growth of employment in the organized sector actually declined to 1% per year. So this basically means that it is not compulsory that economic growth can be, can be synonymous to the growth in employment. That's what this has to convey. This passage conveys. Okay. No, Gurja, this is 18th lecture. There are 17 more lectures before this. You can, which you will find in the playlist of this series. You can go and watch these sessions from the very beginning, and it will really help you. Guys, now let's read the options. So the passage seems to imply most of modern economic growth is based on technological progress. Okay. Much of modern Indian economy does not nurture sufficient symbiotic relationship with labor intensive natural resource based livelihoods. Okay. Service sector in India is not very labor intensive. All right. And fourth is literate rural population is not willing to enter organized sector. Yes, guys. The passage seems to imply. Yes, guys. Now quickly come up with your options. Harsh says C, 1, 2, and 3. Yes, guys. What do you see? Tanjan says 3 and 4 only. Okay. Mahesh says 1 and 2 only. Alpana says 1 and 2 only. Okay. All right. Alpana says A. Vaishnavi says A. Shubham says A. Gurja says C. Pratiksha says C. All right, guys. Now, option 2, we can absolutely say that's what the passage implies, that the modern Indian economy does not nurture sufficient symbiotic relationship with labor intensive natural resource based livelihoods. That is true. All right. So we can eliminate option number B looking at this, because option number 2 is absolutely correct, right? So let's go to, whenever you're stuck with your options, guys, always try elimination method, right? So 2 is correct. So then now look at option number 1, 3, and 4. Most of modern economic growth is based on technological progress. So he says that we are being convinced that vigorous economic growth is generating substantial employment, but this is not so. When our economy was growing at 3%, the employment was growing at 2%, but the economy began to grow at 7 to 8%. The growth of employment declined to 1% per year. So that basically implies that most of modern economic growth is based on technological progress. Service sector in India is not very labor intensive. So service sector in India is not very labor intensive, or literate rural population is not willing to enter organized sector. Guys, this is nowhere mentioned in the passage. So we can eliminate any option with option number 4. So we can eliminate option number D. So we are stuck with option number A and C. So guys, is it 1 or 2 or 1, 2 and 3? What do you say? Yes, guys. Now I think I've made it easier for you. Now let me know your answer. So guys, this is also true if we can see that if the economy is growing at 7 to 8%, but the employment is decreasing. That means it is based on technological progress. It is not generating employment. So we can say option number 1 is also correct. Absolutely, Shiva. So what do you say, guys? Service sector in India is not very labor intensive. Very good, Harsh. That's absolutely correct, because they say that only 10% are employed in the organized sector. So a vast majority of Indians are poor with barely 10% employed in the organized sector. That means 90% people are not are working in. Actually, it means that 90% of Indians are working in unorganized sector, right? That means that service sector in India is not very labor intensive. Otherwise, the percentage would have been higher. The correct option here is option number C. Very good, Alpana. Very good, Stenzen. Very good, Harsh. Pratiksha. Very good, Gujar. Right. All right, guys. Very well done. Got it. Very good, Alpana. All right, guys. Moving to passage number 3. All right. Let's. Okay. Guys, I'll try to take off my camera because I think there are a few options which are hidden behind the camera. Just give me a second, guys. All right. I think it would be better now. Right. Okay. Now let's go for it, guys. Which one of the following is the most logical, rational, and crucial inference? So we have to find an inference from the passage. Okay. Let's read the passage, guys. India has banking correspondents who help bring people in the hinterland into the banking fold. So India has banking correspondents who help bring people in the hinterland into the banking fold. For them to succeed, banks cannot crimp on costs. They also cannot afford to ignore investing in financial education and literacy. Banking correspondents are way too small to be viewed as a systematic risk. Yet India's banking regulator, that means RBI, has restricted them to serving only one bank, perhaps to prevent arbitrage. Right? Arbitrage is basically, selling information from one party to another, right? So efforts at banking outreach may succeed only if there are better incentives at work for such last mile workers and also those providers who ensure not just basic bank accounts but also products such as accident and life insurance and micro pension schemes. So that's true, guys. Banking correspondents, people who go door to door or place to inform people about the banking sector of the country and the benefits and the products banks have to offer to people around the country, right? So which one of the most logical, rational, crucial inference that can be derived from the passage? All right, guys, let's read the options. Efforts to bring people in India's hinterland into the banking system are not successful. Okay. For meaningful financial inclusion, India's banking system needs more number of banking correspondents and other such last mile workers. Okay. Meaningful financial inclusion in India requires that banking correspondents have diverse skills. All right. Or better banking outreach would be impossible unless each banking correspondent is allowed to serve a number of banks. What do you say, guys? Alpana says C. कल्पना, सी कैसे हुआ है बताओ जरा। डाइवर्स स्किल्स की तो कोई कमी नहीं है उनके पास। नहीं नवा, वेरी गुड हर्ष, वेरी गुड स्टैंजन, वेरी गुड भूषण। सो गाइस, सारा पैसेज क्या कह रहे हैं देखो यार, जो बैंकिंग, जो बैंक्स के जो सेल्स में होते हैं, जो देखा ना आपके पास कॉल्स आती हैं, आजकल कॉल्स के थ्रू होती है। पहले अगर आपको याद हो बचपन में, तो ये जो थे ना, ये अपनी पॉलिसीज और ये प्रोडक्ट्स, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, ये घर पे बेचने के लिए आते थे, रिमेम्बर। तो वो क्या कह रहा है कि आरबीआई ने उनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दिया है कि एक कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट एक ही बैंक के लिए काम कर पाएगा, और उनके लिए इतने सारे इंसेंटिव्स भी नहीं है, ज्यादा उनको सैलरी भी नहीं मिलती। तो बैंक का काम क्या है, कि बैंक को बेसिकली क्या करना चाहिए। देखो उसने बोला, एफर्ट्स एट बैंकिंग आउटरीच मे सक्सीड ओनली इफ there are better incentives at work for such last mile workers, and also those providers who ensure not just basic bank accounts but also products such as accident and life insurance and micro pension schemes. So basically, for meaningful financial inclusion, India's banking system needs more number of banking correspondents and other such last mile workers. So they need more people like that. They cannot crimp on cost because that would lead to meaningful financial inclusion. So correct answer was option number B. This is wrong. It's nowhere said that it's not successful, right? Now, meaningful financial inclusion in India requires banking correspondents have diverse skills. That is nowhere spoken about diverse skills. Unless each banking correspondent to route serve more than one, that is also not the case here. The case is they should have better incentives and there should be more people to reach out. So correct option was option number B. Very good, Alpna, Mahesh, Pratiksha, Vaishnavi, Pranjal, very good, Jar. Very good, Alpna, Bhushan. Very well done, Stanzan. Good job, guys. All right, guys, moving on to the next passage. So, are you ready? Shall we begin? Very good, Vivek. Guys, let's go for it. Which among the following is the most logical and rational inference that can be made from the above passage? So, we again have to find an inference. So, let's read the passage, guys. Okay. The medium-term challenge for Indian manufacturing is to move from lower to higher tech sectors. So please read it carefully, guys. This is a tricky one. The medium-term challenge, right, for Indian manufacturing is to move from lower to higher tech sectors, from lower to higher value-added sectors, from lower to higher productivity sectors. Medium tech industries are primarily capital intensive and resource processing, and high-tech industries are mainly capital and technology intensive. So medium tech industries are primarily capital intensive and resource processing, and high-tech industries are mainly capital and technology intensive, right? In order to push the share of manufacturing in overall GDP to the projected 25%, Indian manufacturing needs to capture the global market in sectors showing a rising trend in demand. These sectors are largely high technology and capital intensive. So the passage says that medium-term challenge for Indian manufacturing is to move from lower to higher tech sectors, from lower to higher value-added sectors, and from lower to higher productivity sectors. So medium tech industries are basically, they're primarily capital intensive and resource processing, and high tech industries are mainly capital and technology intensive. So India needs to push towards growing to high tech industries, right? That's what the passage says. So let's read the options now. India's GDP displays high value added and high productivity levels in medium tech and resource processing industries. No. Promotion of capital and technology intensive manufacturing is not possible in India. See, extreme option. No. India should push up the public investments and encourage the private investments in research and development, technology upgradation, and skill development, right? And India has already gained a great share in global markets in sectors showing a rising trend in demand. That is also contradictory. That was given in the last sentence. So we can eliminate option number B and D easily. And option number A is contradictory, guys. So I think very well done, guys. Correct option was option number C. India should push up public investments and encourage private investments in R&D and technology upgradation and skill development. That is the only way we can reach the projected score of 25% of the share of GDP by manufacturing. Very well done, guys. Very good, Harsh. Vivek, very good, Vaishnavi, Mahesh, Pranjal, very good, Alpana, Bhushan, Pratiksha, Gujar, Sanjin, very well done. Kudos to all of you guys. Guys, these were the passages that I wanted to discuss with you today, but don't worry. This is the homework passage that you have to solve, not now, but later on. You have to give me the answer of this passage in the comment section of the video. And guys, you can get the PDF of these sessions in our Telegram channel. So if you have not already joined our Telegram channel, the link is in the description of the video. So guys, now quickly give me your score out of 4. How many did you get right and how many did you get wrong? Yes, guys, quickly give me your score out of the 4 passages that we did today. How many did you get right and how many did you get wrong? And honestly, very good, Pratiksha, 3 out of 4. Bhushan, 2 out of 2. Very good. Vaishnavi, 3 out of 4. Very good. Thank you, Gujar. And guys, before we leave, I would also press upon, if you have started preparing or if you're thinking of preparing for CSAT, guys, we have a dedicated course for specifically CSAT if you're preparing for it. And if you wish a direct approach, and this course includes everything that could be covered in quantitative aptitude, reasoning ability, and English language. And you can use this code to avail a discount, CSAT 30. So you can avail to you can use this code to avail 30% discount, CSAT 30, if you wish to avail yourself of this opportunity. All right, guys. So let's see your scores. Tenzin, 3 out of 4. Very good. Mahesh, 3 out of 4. Gurja, 3 out of 4. Very good. Thank you, Pratiksha. Thank you so much. Shubham, well done. Mahesh, yes, we will slowly increase the duration, Mahesh, but initially what I have thought this time, let's have 15 sessions for level 1, level 1 passages. That means level 1 is where only one question is based on these passages, right? Then we will spend 10-15 lectures on level 2 and 10-15 lectures on level 3 passages. That would really give you insight into solving these passages and how to go about it. Mahesh, I think we how many lectures? There are 10 chapters, and in each chapter there are, I think, 3 to 4 videos. So that means 40 to 50 videos. Along with that, we have covered all the previous year CSAT papers. Now that I want to press upon, Mahesh. We have covered all the previous year CSAT papers. We have given you the practice material for the passages that you should undertake while practicing, and we have also given you videos for the strategy to solve these questions in the CSAT paper. So it's a very elaborate course. I think I have personally, I remember I have covered more than 140 or 150 reading comprehension passages in that, which includes level 1, level 2, and level 3 passages. Yes, Mahesh, we will look into that. Yeah. Mahesh, this is a recorded course. Uploaded lectures are there. This is not a live course, but at the same time, we are also running these live batches on YouTube, that if you have any doubts or if you have any queries, you can contact us, or you can also drop us an email or call us on this address, which is given on your screen, Mahesh, hello@civilstaff.com, or you can also call us on this number for any doubts or any queries, right? And we also have these live sessions on YouTube so that we can practice from here. All right, guys. So very well done, Alpana. I think you were here for the first or second time, Alpana. Very well done. Mahesh, Pratiksha, Gurjar, very well done, guys. You're doing really well. Guys, do you remember the first day when we started these sessions? We found most of our questions, we found very difficult to crack. But now I think now you would be in a habit of, critically analyzing the options, reading between the lines, and getting to the right answer. Which lecture, Mahesh? Are you talking about the course? Until the exam, the course is valid up till your exam. So it was valid up till 27th of June. before the extension of the paper. But now, as the exam was postponed, we have also extended the duration of the course up till where the exam occurs, right? So you have good 130 days to prepare for your CSAT and other paper as well. Oh, you attended all lectures. Very good, Alpna. Yes, course uploaded lectures. I told you it will be applicable up till your exam day. So your this course will be valid up till the day of your exam, right? Even if it even if it further postpones, the government postpones the exam, we will extend your course up till the exam day. So that would really help you. So guys, how was the session? अगर सेशन अच्छा लगा तो यार लाइक कर दीजिए यार, हम बहुत मेहनत करते हैं इन सेशंस के लिए आपके लिए, सच में ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग एक लाइक तो यार बनता है। अगर नहीं अच्छा लगा तो डिसलाइक कर देना, कोई इशू नहीं है, बट प्लीज अपना फीडबैक जरूर दो यार, बिकॉज योर फीडबैक it acts as a motivator as well as a guiding path that what should I do and what should I avoid. So please अपना feedback जरूर दो guys. I would like to ask your feedback. How was the session? Good, bad, average, whatever you feel like, please do share it with us. Then Mahesh, you can purchase this course and you can prepare from it. And if you want to extend, then you can also extend your course. Obviously, you'll have to pay some amount for it. But yes, just drop us an email and we will get back to you. Or just give us a call, Mahesh, and we will get back to you that you can connect with us and tell them that we need the course for the next 2 years. So probably they'll help you out with the same. Right? Thank you, Shubham. Thank you, Alpna. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mahesh. Pratiksha, yeah, it is not in my hands to increase the duration of the lectures. I hope you understand that, right? So don't rush into it. I know you enjoy these sessions, but slow and steady always wins the race. Remember? So don't worry, we will increase as we move on to the level 2 and level 3 passages. Right, guys? So please do share your feedbacks. Do like the session if you haven't done so already. And guys, I'll be back with another session tomorrow, 12 p.m. Guys, English sessions are on Thursdays and Fridays, right? So tomorrow I'll be back with another session and I will ask you the answer of this passage. Do not forget to answer this passage in the comment section of the video. Got it? So make sure you read it and you answer the passage in the comment section of the video later on. Right, guys? So, and you can find the PDF of these sessions in the Telegram channel, the link of which is provided in the description of the video. Thank you, Pallavi, for the kind words. It means a lot to me and to our team as well. So thank you so much, guys. And we are really obliged to have students like you. I wish your journey proves successful and fruitful. Right? So guys, please stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on working hard. Now, you are the future of this country, and believe it, you are. We all are actually, but you are the immediate future of the country, and you are the powerhouse of this nation. So you have to rise up from all the stereotypes, stigmas, problems in the society, and be a leader. And you have to lead by example. So first of all, be a good human being, right? Give it your best to rise up from others and be an exemplary person in life. That's what I feel the aim of your life should be. And if you attain that, you will succeed in any path that you choose in your life, right? So having said that, I wish you all the success in life, guys. So be positive, not in COVID, be positive, but in general, be positive and keep on moving. So keep on moving ahead. So there is a quotation that I remember from my childhood that it used to be written in my school corridor. Um, I think many of you must have read it. It was a very common saying. It goes like this: Every day, in every way, I aspire to be better and better and better. So that's what I always aspire to be, and that's what I wish you to be as well, right? Being my student and being an aspirant of this reputed exam. So that's what is expected out of you, right? So give it your best, and thank you so much for joining in, and I'll see you again tomorrow, guys, same time, 12 p.m. Do not forget to join in the session, and happy learning to all of you guys.